Welcome to Normal World. My name is Black Garrett.
Ooh.
Hello.
Oh.
I'm Dave Landau.
Oh.
Thank you.
And with us is Angela.
Oh.
Ooh.
Hi. Like your hat.
Thank you.
I like your hat.
You could get that at shopblaze.com, and you have to go to the tabs, the collections area to find us.
Page 72.
Yeah. You find us eventually.
I'll put it in the description. I've been doing better about that.
In the description. Go get yourself a hat.
You know what else you can get today?
What's that? It's out. It's out.
My book.
Oh.
Davey's
Yep,
book.
right here.
Party of One.
Yep.
That's right. You can get it.
Party of One, a fuzzy memoir. All you have to do is go to Amazon.com. If that confuses you, you can go to DaveLandau.com and click the Party of One button.
Ooh. And link in the description?
Yes.
Yeah. Down there.
There you go. Let's put a link in. That makes sense.
Yeah, we should do
We'll
that.
do that.
It makes more
Every
sense
time.
when people
I'm going to
do
buy
that.
so many copies of that thing with my
company
Blaze card. For guests.
It's
yeah.
Yeah, no, it's
set
important.
decoration
We
as
need it.
well.
I would do at least 1,000.
Yes.
Okay.
Easy.
You know.
You
I'm
need
going to get you on
extras.
that bestseller list, baby.
Please do. Yeah.
You're moving on up.
Wow, 900 copies just to one place.
Angela. Wow.
I'm not going to use my name.
Big fan.
Nice.
Big fan.
Glenn. I'm gonna use
Tongue
Glenn's.
punch that like button. Hit that
Punch it.
bell. Smack it around. Give us a comment down below. Your favorite thing we've said in the past 2 days. Because I know you watch every episode, so do that. Thank you.
Yes. Whether you're a tease or a board op or half BO.
That's right.
Or both. Sometimes I'm both.
Sometimes I'm both. We can all be a little teasy.
That's right.
Especially you.
Especially
But don't
me.
tease that like button.
I can't help that I drip charisma.
You do.
Just gotta beat the women off with a stick when you walk around here.
Giant stick.
Yeah.
I run up to them and hit them with it, but still,
Yeah.
I'm beating them off.
They asked for it.
I like to beat off. Gotta beat off men with a stick.
You beat
In the
off
bathroom.
men.
What? No.
What?
No.
You said it.
No.
You have to say pause.
Pause.
Yeah. If you say pause, then you're good. You can say anything that's super gay, and then you just say pause after it. It's like no homo back in the day.
Oh, you just say pause?
Yeah.
Is this a
Pause.
new thing the kids are doing?
Pause. Yeah.
Is it PAWS?
Yeah, like pause on a game.
Like puppy play.
Oh, like PAUSE.
No.
Oh.
Oh, so that would be just gayer if you're like, I meant it as a Paul.
Get over here, Paul. Jimmy, Alex Stein's producer, was walking through to get a costume for our sketch that we shot, and he was like, "Hey, Garrett, do you want to go to a furry convention next week?" And I was like, "No, I don't think so." He was like, "Are you sure?" I was like, "Yeah."
Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean, I assume they're going there, so
He just
Alex
wanted to
can
go.
get
I
hit
think
with
by
a
himself.
megaphone. I'm sorry, go ahead.
He said Alex isn't even gonna go.
To the furry convention?
I think Jimmy just wants to go to a furry convention.
Oh,
He's trying to take me there.
He's experimenting.
Oh, he wants to get
Yeah.
down?
Yeah.
What, you gonna do men and maybe he's already been there? I don't know.
Hey, yeah.
He wears
It
that
sounded like
leopard
he was-
jacket all the time, maybe.
This is true.
Yeah.
This is true.
Stupid as that.
Jimmy, stop it, Jimmy.
Is that because there's a tiger head that goes with that
I
jacket?
think so. And a tail, for sure.
Yeah, talk about tiger head. All right, let's talk about McDonald's. Have you heard of this?
Yeah.
I've heard of
McDonald's,
the
the burger
place,
place?
Yes, it's a hamburger restaurant.
Millions of customers served.
Some
every year.
say billions.
Oh, that's true. It's building.
That's a lot.
The online right has rushed into the defense of a black dude with dreads who was arrested for leaving his children aged 1, 6, and 10 unattended at McDonald's while he attended a nearby interview. Sorry. I gotta really read some of these first.
I should read that story.
The incident has sparked a debate over parenting practices and child safety. The man, 24-year-old Chris Lewis, was charged on May 22nd with deprivation. What? I don't think it's deprivation.
What is it?
Is it really? Deprivation of a minor?
You're depriving the minor of yourself?
I guess so. Deprivation of a minor after a concerned customer noticed the children.
Concurred. They also concurred.
God, I'm off
That's
today.
it. Yes, that's true.
I don't have my spectacles. Yes,
I agree with you.
I concur that their children shouldn't be left in the ball pit.
Ergo, police come and arrest him.
God, I have a book out. All right. Concerned customer noticed the children, ages 1, 6, and 10, were left alone and alerted authorities. Some view this as especially egregious, as in this family. The 10-year-old is only 4 years away from having a family of their own.
That's true. Dave, what do you think?
I don't know. I think that when things are racist from the top to the bottom, when they write them in, I don't want to read them out loud.
Well, no. This was a good
This is
Really
one.
the facts.
racist. It's a truth.
And
It is
it's
just the facts.
Surprisingly, when I saw the story go past my feed, it was the right that was on his side. And I thought for sure I was going to go in there. There was going to be a bunch of talking heads going like, yep, that's another black person not taking care of their family and all this stuff. But I was surprised because they were actually defending him. So it's an interesting debate. We were talking about it earlier.
You can't leave a 1-year-old and a 6-year-old for sure unattended at a McDonald's.
Right. So it's
I'll
not
say 10.
it's not the best scenario. I wouldn't do it. I don't advise that you do it. But I could see how you could be in the position where you have nobody to watch them. You don't have family, maybe. You don't have the baby mama, maybe not around. You made bad decisions to get to that point, but what are you going to do? You're trying to better yourself. You're trying to get a job. You have to go to the interview. What do? You can't afford babysitting. You know, like
The
I
McDonald's
could
is
see
right
being
next
in
door
that.
to where his interview was, by the way.
So I
So you leave him in the hot car,
obviously or home. I mean, you
like
brought
you
up
would
home.
do with a puppy.
I mean, I don't think this is an egregious thing because now he's taken to jail. They're more than likely going to take the kids from him. It's like a
that's a
worse
bit much.
situation now because of that. When he was trying to get a job, they were just at the place. A 10-year-old is not a wild thing to say. Like they could watch, hey, I'm going to go to this interview across the street, maybe even in the same parking lot. I don't know exactly what the scenario was.
Was
Watch your brother
McDonald's
for a
not
couple hours.
hiring?
Well, it's McDonald's. They're all kiosks now.
Oh, you're right.
Yeah, they're robots and
I
kiosks.
know, it's all crap now. Yeah. What happened to the
I don't know.
crown and the non-genitaled purple thing?
Yeah. He definitely wasn't a ball sack.
No,
No.
that thing was not a
And the burglar.
That's why it looks so familiar.
Grimace. That's why it's called
Yes.
Grimace, because his blue balls have turned purple.
Yeah, he wants them burgers.
Yeah, and it's just a dangly sack with a face on it.
And then
It's like-
the hamburger's always taking them from him.
Hamburger's always stealing his balls. Burgers,
Burgers.
whatever it is.
Yeah.
On
What do you think? What do you
I
think?
think on X, commentator Anna Cox condemned the arrest, lamenting, helicopter parenting culture has to end. This is insane. A 10-year-old looking after their siblings in a safe space for a short period of time while their parent does something next door was normal, like 30 years ago. Well, sure. While RFK Jr. blasted the man for leaving his children in the presence of seed oils.
It's a given.
I think, I don't know. You know, you make a point. Like, it's not something that I would do, but if somebody's trying to better their life, maybe he even said something to people. I don't know the whole story,
Right.
but the idea of taking his children away if he's trying to change his life, I mean, I know a lot of people disagree. You could bring the kids to the interview, but they're probably going to be like, I can't really give you the job. You're annoying the shit out of me.
Yeah. Your kids are standing on the desk.
My
I
curry
can't.
favorite. I just wanted to point out, too, that this man is 24 years old and he has a 10-year-old child.
Wow.
So that means he's, been a present father since he was 14 years old to these kids. I mean,
Yeah, that's true.
that's tough. That's a tough life.
That's tough.
It is a
I
tough
can
life.
understand being in, like, somebody being in that position where that's their only option. Now, maybe there were some other options and he could have made a better choice, but I mean, I don't
But
know.
the idea of like,
I have some sympathy for that.
but the idea of taking a kid away from a parent to put them in a foster care system is disgusting.
Yeah.
So there's got to be a different way to do that. Like, it's not, and not that foster care homes are all bad or anything. It's just bad things can happen, and I think that's such an extreme.
Yeah.
You know, it's not like he was buying crack.
Yeah. For the record, I don't know if they are taking the kids, but I feel like that would be in the scenario. We're
they're
arresting you
taking him to
because
jail.
you're not taking care of your kids correctly, then they're probably going to take the kids from him. So I'm just hypothesizing that's probably what's going to happen. But yeah, it's just a bad situation, and a lot of people live in bad situations. So I have sympathy for it. At least he wasn't, like you were saying, he wasn't doing crack. He wasn't out, smashing and grabbing or something. Like he was
trying to get a job
to better himself.
And I think that's important. I don't know. I'm with you. I think you just give him a don't do this again.
Yeah. Like take care of your kids, which is the better option, obviously.
I would never leave my kid's 10. I'd never leave him home by himself. That's insane. But I did have plenty of friends whose parents would take off for a couple hours when we were that age.
Yeah.
But I mean, it was a long time ago.
Yeah.
When, there weren't security cameras everywhere and
worst
Amber alerts. And so everybody talks about it like
murderers prowling the streets.
Just everywhere. Yeah. So, the way that people talk about how, well, we used to be like that, and it's actually much safer now.
Yeah.
It's difficult to go at a guy like I'm with you on that, I guess.
You know what I noticed, though? These McDonald's people are so nosy. They're always ratting on people. Like this guy, Luigi Mangione.
That's true, yeah.
Others.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you plan on doing anything, just don't go to a McDonald's.
Yeah, how did a Luigi get spotted by somebody working at McDonald's? Because they're narcs.
Hood. Yeah.
Narcs.
That's what they're selling there.
Exactly.
Right next to the McRib.
Which also,
snitches.
Well, the McRib's only there once in a while. The narcs are there all day, every day.
It's true.
Mm-hmm. That ain't no Shamrock Shake. Mm-mm. You got to go in.
Grimace Shake. No, none of that.
No, the Grimace Shake, I love that they just discontinued because of viral videos. We're all just about murder.
Szechuan sauce. Before that.
Could you guys not take our purple milkshake for children and turn it into murder sex videos? And it's like, no, I don't think we can.
Once it's out of your hands, you can't have a say.
You do know what we do here.
Yeah,
Internet.
I'm going to... dumped it on his back. Like our Bud Dwyer offing himself. I was like, the McDonald's had to have a meeting about that. How's the Grimace Shake doing? Yeah,
we're selling a lot of them, but
I gotta tell you, most of it is to a snuff film company.
Yes,
which is weird that they actually were able to get an LLC.
That's true.
But they were.
It's America. It's the American dream.
The Snuff Brothers run away from the company.
Snuffleupagus.
He just snuffs.
He's in charge of all snuff films.
Snuffleupagus looks.
I bet he would. He has those shifty eyes. Those big fluttery shifty eyes.
Looks like he'd direct it.
Oh, for sure.
And be like, no, killer.
Stand in the corner. Do it. His eyes.
Just putting a tarp onto a couch with his trunk.
Yeah.
Rolling her up in a rug.
Just rolling her up and then carrying her out in the trunk.
In the trunk.
What's wrong, Snuffleupagus?
Oh, well.
This couldn't take it. Thing that makes me come.
Luigi.
Sorry.
Pam Bondi's one to put the death penalty
Bondi.
Pam Bondi.
From the Bondi fortune?
Oh, yeah.
I'm sorry.
Excuse me?
I don't know. Go on.
Anyways, well, she's pushing for the death penalty because rightfully so it was a premeditated murder that he committed. So I don't. Is there a death penalty in New York City?
I don't believe in New York City.
No.
So she's coming out of pocket.
Yeah.
Saying yo, kill this guy.
And it's unclear if Mangione will even receive the death penalty, but one thing is clear. If acquitted, he will be neck deep in Crazy Strange for the rest of time.
That's true.
No, I think, look, you killed a guy and shot him in the back in cold blood.
Allegedly.
Yeah.
So
we saw it.
But do we know it was him?
I have no idea, honestly.
We've got to see that. He's got to have his day in court.
Yeah,
exactly. I think we should let the courts decide. I don't like the government, even if it's a government that I mostly agree with, coming in and saying kill this man. I don't like the state having that power.
Yeah.
I don't either. I don't know. It's I'm not against the death penalty. I just think it's used wrong.
Agree.
Yeah. I think we should do firing squad.
Oh, yeah.
I think we should put him into a big cannon and shoot him into a wall.
You mean the Super Dave way of going?
Exactly. Mm-hmm. Right into a wall.
But there is a lot of I was listening to this podcast about lethal injection and how they mess it up so much that it's awful.
Really?
When they mess it up too. It's horrendously bad. And there's always the case of there's innocent people that are put to death. Like, just
Right?
statistically, it's going to happen.
Yeah, but if he goes to jail looking like that, more like lethal erection.
Yeah, that's right.
Hey,
You got
going
that, baby.
He's going to be in the shower getting dick down.
Pop.
Yeah.
He can never drop the soap. Not even close.
No. They
gone.
shouldn't even give you bars anymore.
Yeah, they have liquid gels
use
now. Do the prisons know this? We have liquid gels.
No, they really need to use some liquids in there.
I think they're just trying to
do.
get those situations happening.
Yeah, they do use a liquid.
I've seen Oz.
Oh, yeah.
I've seen that. I've seen J.K. Simmons
I've seen my favorite 3 episodes of Oz every night.
over and over and over. I have them on
A
VHS.
loop, specific parts.
Yeah, for me, it's Sons of Anarchy, season 4.
Oh, really?
Juice.
Oh.
I never got past 2.
I don't know what
couldn't do
season it is, but
They cut the guy's nuts off in the first season.
Yikes.
yeah.
You know who was really good on that show? Kathy Sagal.
Oh, Katie Sagal? She always
Sagal.
is. She
Yeah, she's
is.
always great.
Her husband is the creator guy.
Oh, that's right.
That's why
So
she
it's
gets to
a
sing
nepotism thing.
She's the best.
She gets to sing all up in that show. She's always singing hymns on that show.
Yeah. She's good.
Oh, yeah, she's great all the time.
Mm-hmm.
Peggy Bundy.
But I didn't watch it, yeah. Also, Futurama, she's great in that too.
Super good, yeah. My dad, when we were growing
And
up,
Smart House.
Smart
Sorry, I
House.
didn't mean to
yeah.
cut you off.
No, that's okay. They were doing like a TBS MILF Day marathon thing for Mother's Day, and it was right when we got cable. And they were showing, like reruns.
Oh, when they tried to be a comedy station?
Yeah.
Oh.
And they were showing reruns of Married with Children, and my dad was like, "What's a MILFer?" We were like, "Dad."
You're like, don't worry about it, Dad. Somebody that prays to the Lord really hard.
Yeah, that was rough when they tried to be a comedy channel. Because it was just reruns of sitcoms.
Well, didn't they have
is,
Conan
man.
on? Didn't they do Conan for a
Yeah,
while?
but they did Conan like after.
was
This was
later
like
on?
when TBS had like just started or
Oh,
something.
okay,
It was
okay.
yeah.
It had been around, but it was Turner Broadcast Systems, and it was kind of the lighter TNT, where that was just all the Law and Order Special Victims units, one after the other, and basketball.
Good.
Yeah.
And then now,
Could you imagine the person that watches only that channel? Like, that's all they
CBS.
watch. It's just
you're
special
looking at 'em.
victims
over
over and over. It's just Ice-T like, yo, what's going on here? I don't know what the fuck this is. Let me go ask my gay son.
they all have Down syndrome.
Yeah. It's not that special.
Special Victims unit.
That's a sketch.
That's so sketch.
Come on.
You're like, this is horrible.
This is not
We got
right.
one too. We can have Matt come in.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Yeah, he can be the accountant.
So are the victims in the cases
I think
special?
the cops are special.
And also the cops.
The cops
detectives and the victims.
The cops are special needs, but they understand way more than Ice-T ever did.
Yes.
Yes.
Why was he on the team? I don't understand. Like,
Did not
what's he
understand
doing?
crimes.
Yeah, John Mulaney had a great joke about that, where he just had to be explained his job every time.
every time.
You have sex with girls that are underage?
You work in the sex crimes
yeah.
division.
Every
Yes.
week you deal with this.
And they do all start the same way, where it's somebody doing a very New Yorky thing, like playing basketball or talking to a neighbor. Yeah.
Or live-
way over the top, which is only New York in show business.
Yes.
No one behaves like that.
The bartender always remembers. Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
she was in here.
I remember him. I work in Times Square, and I absolutely remember who was in here.
Let me finish loading the back of this truck and I'll tell you all the stories.
Yeah, I can't stop loading these fish.
Yeah.
They ain't gonna ship
saw him.
themselves.
I saw him finger himself.
Yep, I saw it.
I'm the victim.
Yeah, we should absolutely do. Is Corky from Life Goes On still alive?
Can we get him?
He's a
bet
good
we could get
actor.
him.
I bet we
Give him
could
a
get
call.
him.
Let's give him a call.
Especially with a script like that.
Yeah.
Special
Gold?
victims unit.
Yeah, it's not offensive.
Print
He
it,
could.
it's gold.
He would see the potential on the paper.
Special
would.
victims. I think the victims need to be special.
Special victims unit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so they're all
Or is it like special, victims unit?
Oh,
Like they're the special ones, like you were saying. The cops are the special ones.
I think they're all special needs,
They're like,
and
"Do
there's
you?"
one cop of each.
Where were you yesterday? Today, tomorrow.
please. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Sun will come out
Tomorrow.
and they're like, please stop.
We got to cut all this because we can't give all this gold out.
No, we can't.
Somebody's going to make it before we
This is too brilliant.
do good.
We don't want it to go to waste.
Because people will steal the idea.
We want to talk about
know
this
that.
next one. Let's go. Let's see what else we're going to talk about.
What's the snake stick up? Because I'm reading this snake robbery. Did a snake rob A bank?
Well, it wasn't
would be
in
hilarious.
Florida.
No,
I'll tell you that.
they
That would make sense. Florida
robbed a convenience store with some snakes.
with snakes?
Yeah.
Like they had them as weapons?
Yeah,
Correct.
the snakes are the weapons.
A Citgo gas station in Tennessee was robbed by a man whose female accomplice used 2 pythons to distract the cashier. They're talking about a boobs. Also, in a related story, it's just a guy flexing. This is so distracting. Also, his female accomplice used 2 pythons to distract the cashier. Also, in a related story, a Piggly Wiggly in Raleigh, North Carolina, was ransacked when Mr. Fuji threw salt in the manager's face.
Wow.
And a Bank of America in Alabama was cleaned out by a man in a polyester suit wielding a tennis racket. Hopefully, someone gets the reference.
I don't.
I sure don't.
I didn't get it. I went way older. Did you get it?
I did not, actually.
Oh, we just completely baffled.
I usually write
you,
these,
Matt.
but the last 2 days I wasn't as on top of it, and I let the accountant handle it. So, what are you going to do? What are you going to do?
So the pythons aren't even venomous.
No, they're venomous.
The pythons, no? I thought they just constrict, right? Aren't they?
That's a boa constrictor.
Oh, I don't know a lot about
Pythons have
snakes.
venom, but why would they be full of
They're
venom?
not venomous.
They're not?
They're not.
You're right. I'm wrong. I'm wrong.
Half the time I say facts, they're correct. You have
I
to
just
figure it
thought,
out.
I just assumed. but okay, I'm wrong.
So they were just like,
So they're just big snakes.
Yeah, they're like, we're gonna put these snakes on you.
with a snake.
Put the money in the bag.
Oh, I was thinking of cobra. Cobras are venomous.
cobras for sure. Yeah.
And then there's boa constrictors. But are they venomous or do they just twist your body up?
They are not venomous. They just twist your body.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah, that's no good.
What are you doing?
What's a
with that?
python? You're just doing a show for them?
Yeah, it's like the lady at like a carny. Like
They really were
python, look at me.
distracting them by being like,
I'm a slave for
Yeah.
you.
she's just doing a dusk till dawn dance while the guy's putting
That's
Fruit
distracting.
Loops in a bag.
That's distracting.
Various groceries.
And apparently, this is like the 3rd time that somebody's robbed this specific store with snakes.
Really?
Again?
Coming back.
They're like, we really got to hire a guy who's not easily distracted by snakes.
It turns out he just really likes snakes. He's
Yeah.
like just super stoked on what kind of snake
It's like
it
the
is.
Jungle Book, you know? Where it's
Yeah.
like,
Yeah, they just hi, or it's just they found out what he was afraid of. Like there's a place down the street that's getting robbed with tarantulas. We're gonna make you hold it. Just take it. Take the money.
Turns out the robbers are petting zoo owners.
One guy's like,
yeah, of course.
yeah. There's a place next to that that's getting robbed by a ghost.
Or loneliness.
Or height. Yeah. Oh, you're really high up right
There's a
now.
guy's getting robbed by afraid of dying alone. Did it?
Think about the
pack
end of your
of-
life.
Do you see how you're dressed, cashier?
You're asking for it.
I think that's fun, though. I mean, if you're going to rob a place, you can kind of be like, they don't even have venom.
Yeah.
This is kind of on him.
It's my pet snake.
Yeah, I have a thing that says I'm allowed to bring it everywhere to comfort me.
This is like comic book level villainy.
Service snake.
It is. Yeah, it's a service snake.
It's got a little jacket on it.
My nickname for years. Yeah, it's just written on it.
Do not
Just
pet.
written on Sharpie on the snake.
Yeah, don't. Yeah. All right, so you can just have these? Yeah.
Yeah.
Now I want your money.
I'm disabled.
Look, I don't want your money. The snakes do.
Yeah. And
If you call the cops, make sure to you tell them that the snakes did this. I don't want to be here any more than you.
you're still an accomplice.
I
Or-
mean, you're an accomplice, but you're
Like
not the one
getaway
that,
driver.
You're not the snake that came up with it.
It's true. You're not the plan, the leader.
That's gonna be rough.
You're not the head of the
court.
snake.
Because they're like, how do you plead? And it's like, we're not leaving until you answer. All right, hiss at me all you want. You're in contempt of court. And then they're like, how do you cuff it?
It just keeps sliding through.
I can't get it. These things are magic.
And then you get away.
Yeah.
They're super distracting. Snakes are.
That's why you use
I
them.
get it. I get it. That's you
You
know,
can't cuff a snake.
I can understand being in a position where you have to use a snake. Okay? Maybe you don't have a gun
Yeah, you don't have a gun,
or some kind of weapon of any kind,
but you have two snakes.
but you have two snakes.
What do you do?
Laurel
snake
and
are you
Hardy.
talking about?
You got to
What do you
go in
do?
here.
Yeah, get a job.
Snakes.
What do you do? Leave your kid at McDonald's?
Yeah.
Go get a job? See, he could have been robbing a place with snakes. Instead, he was like, hey, I'll be right back.
Yeah.
I want to take care of you. I'm going to go next door and...
Get a job.
Get a job.
But this guy...
This guy did all wrong.
Yeah. And they're giving him the Medal of Honor. This has to be the wrong story.
I think you mixed up the papers here.
John Boyega.
Wait,
Boy.
we talked about that yesterday.
Yes, we did. That's
did,
why I
indeed.
remembered hearing it.
What a snake.
Cory
what you
Booker.
meant to say.
Yeah, just a snake. I completely forgot we discussed John Boyega, who's an
actor.
Actor.
Yes.
Actor. Also, Cory Booker.
There we go. Another actor.
The guy talked for almost 25 hours. United States Senator and Hasbro toy Cory Booker took to the floor of the Senate to conduct an imaginary orchestra and filibuster for 24 hours and 18 minutes.
How?
About something.
To call to the conscience of this nation, to say, I will not stand for another American to lose their health care for a billionaire. I will not stand for another
Key and Peele
veteran
isn't funny
who's dedicated to stopping the suicide of other veterans to lose their job. I won't stand for the air quality in my community to be made worse because they're letting polluters pollute more. I won't
It's
stand
just
for the
Vin
collective
Diesel and find me
assault
guilty.
on the Constitution by a man who even the highest judge in our land,
I appreciate the
a
little
Republican appointed
cry
judge,
he's kind of putting in there a
said,
little bit. A
"Stop
little bit of the.
threatening
He's
to
Dude,
pretending.
his
bully
voice is
other
probably
branches of
tired as
government."
shit.
It's true.
When is it going to be enough? My voice is inadequate. My efforts today are inadequate
I've listened to this for
to
12
stop what
seconds,
they're trying to
and
do.
I would
But
just
we,
give them what
the
they
people,
wanted.
are powerful. We are strong. We have changed history. We have bent the arc of the moral universe. And now is that moral moment again. It's the moral moment again.
Yeah, but you're really more to the kid than a play.
God bless America.
You know what I'm
we
saying?
need you now. God bless
didn't
America.
have the
If
high
you
top.
love her,
He could use a high
if you
top.
love your
Could use
neighbor,
that,
if you love this country, show your love. Stop them from doing what they're trying to do for almost 20 hours. We have laid out what they're trying to
Okay.
do. 20
How do you
hours.
do this? I mean, look, that's a
wanna
good
stand more.
show. That's a good show.
It-
I mean,
because you're
I
just-
as in the way, like, how did he do that physically? Did he got to pee or poop or something? You got to do that. You got to take
He
a
might have.
How do you take a pause?
There's times when like they will take questions and like other Democratic senators will come in and pose really long, rambling questions that take forever, and they kind of have little breaks in that
me a
time
little tinkle break.
to like But typically, no, you're not supposed to like eat, can't leave, that kind of stuff.
Right.
But yeah, there are like little.
He didn't even take a nap. That's 24 straight. What do you think he's on?
Oh, PCP.
Kind of uppers, right?
There's no way you could just do this with heart. I can barely do this, and I'm sitting.
No, it's like 45 minutes. Tough.
You got to do 25 hours of just going, we have built this nation.
What are we gonna
And
do?
on top of the nation, there's been a national digression into what we think is a succulent, he's just saying stuff.
Yeah.
Like just whatever comes
salad
out.
stuff.
There's the crust,
Yeah.
and then the mantle.
Yes.
And above that is our nation.
Yes, and you can get a thin crust pizza,
And they put cheese in the crust sometimes.
and you can eat it backwards. What the hell is going on?
We're
I
in
would
a
love to hear you
topsy-turvy world.
filibuster.
I would filibuster.
You could do
I would, and I would be recalled Phil A. Buster, Congressman.
Congressman Phil A. Buster.
Filibuster.
Please welcome Phil Buster.
Yes.
What's up, y'all?
I do
Let's
wanna-
bring it back to the old school.
It is like cool though because he broke the record that was previously set by somebody who was trying to fight against the civil rights movement,
You good for him then?
and so that it's historical.
Good for the
It's
guy,
historic.
that other guy, not this guy. This guy sucks.
What?
Good for the other guy. The other guy that was doing.
The civil
What was
rights
the other guy doing?
fighting against civil
Oh,
rights?
against it. My bad.
Yeah. I wouldn't say good for the other.
Oh, okay.
You're a quarter black. Chill out.
Okay.
I mean, look,
What's the other three? They're just like really aggressive.
I understand he set the bar high, but not in the right.
Yeah, but I don't know. If he's set, I don't want him to be the guy that's like breaking records,
Well, it's cool that
talking
it's a
about dumb
black guy.
shit.
It's cool that it's a black guy because of the last.
'Cause black
thing.
guys are
So even
cool.
if you don't like his politics and stuff, it's still a cool thing.
I
that
bet it
he
would be
did that.
like way easier to say why you don't like something for 25 hours.
Yes.
How great the nation is. Like that had to be a lot easier for that guy to just be like, they're in our pools. You know, like that.
Don't you understand? I have to drink next to them.
Yeah, like that guy. He didn't even try. He just let every thought out, and they were like, yes,
We believe in this.
this is true.
But that didn't work out for him, right?
No, probably.
Obviously.
I mean, civil rights is
Obviously.
it's
I don't get the filibuster. We were talking about this earlier. I don't get it.
it's
I
when
don't
you
like it.
babble for a while to stretch time.
Seems stupid.
Yeah.
Seems like it's against the democratic system.
It kind of does work
And you're kind
against
of
it.
like pushing against the. We're all going to vote for this guy. That's why we showed up today. It's to vote. And now you're just yapping, talking about whatever it is.
Then you got to sit there,
Yeah,
and you're like, is this guy gonna shut up?
bro, I got to sit through this guy.
I don't know. Filibuster. He proceeded to continue before he had finally heard enough of his own voice, to the point that his slacks moistened and he passed out. Nothing was actually accomplished by Booker's grandstanding, but Dave Chappelle and Dane Cook are now said to be looking at Senate runs.
Ooh.
Oh, I didn't write that, by the way.
Is that a joke on
No, it's just
their
they
ability
talk
to
a lot.
talk for a long time?
Yeah.
They can go a while.
Okay.
3 hours, 4 hours.
Yeah. But at least it's Dave
entertaining.
Chappelle.
Yeah.
I'm sure 4 hours of I've seen 3 hours of Dave Chappelle a couple times.
Is it good?
It's great.
See? Get Dave Chappelle up there.
But anybody with 25 hours, I just feel like you're not saying anything.
That's rough. That's
Good.
like
I
literally
say
what
good
he's
on
talking
him. That's
about.
I may not like him, and maybe I do. I pretend I know stuff.
Me too. I
don't
mean,
understand any of
mainly,
this stuff.
mainly, I don't care.
Yeah.
That's my main point.
No, I just want to talk about hors d'oeuvres and movies, the two things that I can't get enough of.
Hors d'oeuvres are
Hors
great.
d'oeuvres. What's your favorite hors d'oeuvre,
was it gonna
Dave?
ask?
Oh my goodness. Boy, I would say a
in a
Maryland
blanket?
crab cake.
Oh.
A pig in a blanket is none too shabby.
I like the ones where they put the tortilla and they roll up. They do the little rolls and they chop it in half. What are those called? Those are like the little.
those are-
turkey rolls?
Pinwheel thing.
Pinwheels.
Yeah.
Pinwheels are great.
Pinwheels are dandy.
Those are very.
A cheese and cracker plate isn't too shabby
That's
either.
right.
Not
Some
too
cheese.
Oh, so what do you got? Also, shrimp cocktail. What do you got?
I can't eat that or the crab cakes because of the shellfish.
shellfish.
But I do love a pig in a blanket. I love pretzels.
You know, if you eat enough
Salty
of them, a
pretzels,
pig in a blanket can be a whole meal.
Yeah,
Oh,
I think
yeah.
we could filibuster the rest of the show.
I think we could.
We absolutely could.
If it was 25 hours talking about food, I could totally. do it.
all day long.
I will get pigs in a blanket and an apple pancake
Now-
from Pancake House, and I will eat until I hurt.
If there is a sweet table of hors d'oeuvres and a salty table of hors d'oeuvres, where do you go first?
I'm mixing them.
Sweet.
I'm mixing them.
I would mix though. The salt's going to help keep the headache away
Yeah.
That's true.
when that sugar drops down.
Oh, yeah. Whew.
So you need a nice mix of two things that are technically poison to your body
Yeah.
to keep you going for the day. What about you?
I go for salty.
I know
Always
you're a salty guy.
I'm a salty guy. I don't go for the sweets all that much, but I'd be definitely straight to those pinwheels.
Yeah, I can see that. Pinwheels are a delight. What about you?
See, I like to start with salty and then I move to the sweet, but then
Okay.
it's too much in the teeth and you need the salty crunchy thing to get
Yeah.
all the sugar out of your teeth. But then you got to go back to the sweet. I just go back and forth. I just
Yeah.
go back and forth.
Big hors d'oeuvre people here.
Yeah. I like the spread.
Yeah, they don't
I
have to
like
be
the
big
spread.
hors d'oeuvres,
It's
Mom.
nice to see when you go to an
Defeats
event.
the purpose. They're big.
They have to be small. By legally, they have to be
Yeah,
small because then it becomes a meal.
Then what are we talking about?
Yeah,
here?
what's this? What is
Meals.
ridiculous?
Succulent Chinese meals.
Yeah, I like when I go to places and waiters walk around and offer you meals, just standing.
That technically they do have those. They have those places like the Brazilian steakhouse. They walk around with meals.
They have steak on a sword,
That's right.
and then why do they keep the good stuff until you're full?
every time,
And
dude.
it's like you're not
Let's come around.
saving it.
Yeah.
Isn't the whole point you cooked it so I have it?
Bring me the sirloin at the beginning of the meal.
I feel like it's plastic.
Yeah.
Like I feel like we can't actually cut this. We just pretend we have it. So next time you come back, you'll ask for it, but we don't even have it.
Good point.
Yeah.
Appetizers.
I like to eat most things off a sword.
I mean,
I'm a
it's
real
badass.
sword swallower.
Badass.
Yeah, I mean it is badass. It's really
Walking
cool.
around with a sword and then another sword to cut that meat off.
Yeah, dude. Can't do
Alibaba
it.
sword?
Yeah, can't do it in the UK, but here in
Big
America,
Alibaba sword.
I can carry my swords in anywhere I dang well please. TGI Fridays.
So I like falafel too. They have a big spinny wheel of meat.
Yeah.
Chop it off right there in front of you.
Just do that.
Always
You're-
dry, but it's cool to look at.
It is, and you're also thinking, boy, I'm eating this out of a cart in New York. I'll live.
It'll be fine.
Yeah.
They don't use the groundwater.
The lamps kill the bacteria.
Yeah, and there's nothing that says clean like a 65-degree light bulb.
Yeah. There's so much anger and disgust, I think, in New York. It kills the bacteria.
It's true.
That's how the rats are still alive.
Oh, my God. They're not even just alive. They're thriving.
Dude, they're massive.
They're huge.
See, I saw one.
Bigger than Elvis.
It was the size of a homeless person. It may have been a homeless person, but it looked like a rat.
Like it's tough to say. I did see one time I was walking to my apartment in Harlem, and I was like, "Oh, look at the little dog," and then it was a rat as I got closer. I mean, it was a giant. I'd never seen anything so big in my life. I was like, "Is it of a collar? Is it tagged?"
Is somebody checking on them?
I didn't.
Are they up on their vaccines?
Yeah, they. Oof.
Not this rat.
And then they eat each other.
They're serious.
And they'll eat anything. Like if you kill something and like feed it to them, they'll eat it.
Oh, yeah.
It's nature, man.
They'll eat each other.
Yep, they eat each other.
We know. We've seen it.
They'll eat bones and all.
They'll eat each other.
Yeah, that's what I mean. My rat ate another rat.
Yeah.
And Dave's hamster ate another
Yeah,
hamster.
Ren ate Stimpy. I'll never forget
It's
it.
tragic,
Cold-blooded.
man.
You know who else is cold blood?
What
that?
else? My stomach. That keeps making
say.
horrible noises. I should probably see a doctor.
Maybe, yeah.
You haven't yet about that?
No, I have many times.
Okay.
So, but like again,
All right.
I feel like they're
urgently-
wrong when I'm just trying to diet a bit and my stomach's like,
what that is that you've been giving your body a certain thing for a long time, and then you gotta. Now that you're trying to change it, it's like, well, what are you doing to me now? So that's starting to act up. But you got to get past that, you know.
Well, that's why I got a Sunkist, which we're not advertising, but
That would be a
it's
perfect
'cause
time, though.
Undertack doesn't make drinks.
That's true. And I will talk about Undertack anyways, even though they're not going to pay us because I'm wearing them right now and they're awesome.
I'm also wearing them. I'm not kidding. I'm wearing
great.
the black ones that feel of satin.
Am I wearing? What am I wearing? I think so.
And then I wear the white ones
Black
that
ones.
feel of satin. I drive
Onesie.
around and I listen to Nights in White Satin by the Moody Blues.
No.
Nights in White Satin.
Like, that's me.
Dave's driving his car. You know the song.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, we have a Democrats' approval rating is plummeting, or a janitor that infects people with STDs with his pee.
Janitor.
Want to talk about the janitor?
A Texas man.
Let's talk about the janitor.
The janitor. This would be a good movie. A Texas man who infected multiple employees at a Houston medical office with sexually transmitted diseases after peeing in their drinking water was sentenced to 6 years in prison this week. Well, that's extreme for a great April Fool's prank. Lucio Cantanaro Diaz, 53, pleaded guilty to a single count of aggravated assault with a deadly weapon. It's his penis.
Whoa.
In a deal with prosecutors who dismissed the additional 7 counts of aggravated assault he was charged with, as well as a single count of indecent assault, according to the court records.
That assault was indecent.
Yes, he
What
had.
is that? What's the difference? Like
He
your
had
pants are
2
just off?
Yeah, he had 2 counts of decent assault.
That's just a wife beating, I guess.
Yeah, what is a decent
regular-
assault? Yeah, an understanding assault in Texas. They're like, well, she was mouthy, so
Yeah.
it's a decent
It's a
assault.
decent one.
I don't know why they talk like they're from Brooklyn. The deadly weapon, prosecutors say, was Diaz's own body fluids, for real. Diaz's actions were discovered by an employee of the medical office in September 2022 per a criminal complaint obtained by People. That's the magazine, not just People.
Yeah. By people.
Just
Okay? It was
anybody.
people.
People said,
Any old random
he's
person.
jacking into drinks.
What is this? Fluids?
What is this in the drink? This ain't water.
This is gross. This is indecent.
It's got like shrimp in it. Is it like dissolved shrimp?
It's gross.
I mean, I'm gonna drink it. I think it's mine, but I mean, you let me know.
I'm thirsty.
Man, there's one guy at the office who just does nothing but has unprotected sex with whores, and then he's like, "Honey, this guy's been peeing in my drink."
This is clearly.
The janitor.
He's just sitting there like, God,
Jose.
God works in
did it.
mysterious ways.
The one Spanish guy that works there gets the blame for it.
Yeah, he's not
Messed up.
doing. It just turns out he has all the STDs, but he's like, but I never.
I never. That sounded like a SNL Rob Schneider voice you just did. But I never.
I never did it.
They never did it. It's not me.
Oh, I do have many STDs.
Meanie.
I did not know until they took a panel.
I'm a bug chaser. I catch all the bugs.
My penis is a deadly weapon. But he's
I
not
have the
used.
HPV.
Yes.
I have the cramp.
I got the herpes.
I have the herpes, yes.
I got gonorrhea cured by penicillin, but it's eating away at my brain.
I have the AIDS.
It's insane.
Yes.
Got no brain. AIDS.
Isn't there a photo or a video or something of that? I thought they caught him on camera.
Oh, is there?
I saw it when it was on Twitter. I saw him
Just
photo of it.
milking
Man,
himself into a secretary's water bottle.
I didn't see the video, but let me see if I can find it right now.
Well, the
Now you
employee-
gotta ask why. You know, was there some kind of provocation that started this? He's not just doing this all willy nilly.
Well,
Or did he just come up with this on the?
Willy-nilly.
I'll tell you what happened was an employee told authorities.
Okay.
Her concerns began when she discovered the water she got from the water dispenser had a funny taste and smell to it, according to the complaint. Not wanting to drink the sour water from the communal dispenser, she told police that she then elected to start bringing in her own water bottles each day. Some days, she didn't finish all of her water and left the bottle on her desk, she told investigators. Soon, however, she noticed her water from her personal water bottle that she had brought from the store smelled nasty. Per the complaint, well, who's going to drink it the next day?
Smelled
I
nasty.
don't know if
How
it's yours.
so?
You're just leaving it out on the desk, though, and coming back in and going, "I'll just drink this opened water."
Like it smelled like dick. That's what I'm assuming, right?
I'm
It
assuming
smelled
the
nasty.
semen, yeah. It was so horrible that she decided to just throw away the bottle rather than investigate the source. 3 weeks after first noticing something off with the water in the communal dispenser, the employees discovered the source of the off-putting taste, smell, and was when a coworker offered to make her coffee. She said, "How much jizz do you want in your coffee?"
How do you take your coffee?
Wait a second.
How do you take your coffee? I like it with the
it normal?
janitor's cum. I've been having it out of the water dispenser for quite some time.
This is exactly like that time that lady died in the water and they didn't
Yes.
figure it out and they were like, the water tastes funny.
Elisa
Except this
Lam.
time it's jizz.
Yeah.
But yeah. this
I
time it's
like
a-
my coffee like I
Almost
like
exactly.
my men, Mexican. The employee made sure to tell her coworker not to use water from the water dispenser. This is long-winded.
Yes.
Since it was sour and smelled bad. Yes, we got there. The coworker asked why the water inside was yellow. What? What stupid office?
Who is this? This is the special victims unit.
Yes. Yes.
You're just drinking piss? Why is this yellow? I don't know. Oh, all right.
I think I know the name of this episode.
Yeah.
She took a whiff of the bottle and smelled the odor of pee. Well, at least it was pee that time instead of the one you couldn't identify. At this point, the two women spoke to the doctor at the facility who agreed to do a urinalysis test. The complaint, why is
And
there
to do it,
a doctor there?
well, it's a lab, right? It's like there's doctors there and there's a lab. This is the worst place to do a prank like this.
Yeah, because they're going to look into it right away.
Yeah. They have the testing ability right there.
And you know what? The doctor can set up the janitor, though.
Oh, shit. Dude.
Special victims unit.
Bum, bum,
The boom. It needs to be like.
bum.
Boom, boom.
Like a penny whistle. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah, it's played incorrectly on a recorder.
yeah.
The employee told police that she brought a... What an annoying employee. I'm glad she got whatever she got. The employee told police she then bought a large bottle of water and put it in clear view of a small hidden camera she set up on her desk to see if she could discover who might be urinating in the water.
Sting.
Yep, she had just arrived home when she got an alert on her fucking pee phone, at which time she turned on her feed from the camera and observed the janitor, a person known as Lucio, open the water bottle,
Lucio.
which was placed on her desk, unzipped his pants, removed his penis from his pants,
Yeah, we know how peeing works.
and placed the head of his penis, you will hear this out,
Bear.
this was an article,
You will listen to this.
into her water bottle, causing the entire mouth of the water bottle to touch his penis.
Oh, that's why it smelled weird.
But that's why that's the problem. Like, it'd be weird if it didn't fit around the bottle. What kind of a string penis couldn't get into a bottle?
It's not small. It's just thin.
Yeah.
It's a thin penis.
There was a
What
guy
if
in
it's
high
like one
school
of
that
those
used
big
to say
ones?
that.
There was also in Deuce Bigelow,
Oh, maybe that's
where
what
he's like, "I'm sorry about your small penis," and it's he's like, "Thin penis." Yeah.
it's not small, it's just thin.
I can't remember the name of the actor too, and he's great. The video. Yeah, we know what happened. All right. On further questioning, Diaz explained to investigators that he has a sickness.
What? Just a, what?
He says
eerie is that?
he did it because he knew they would drink it the next day.
I have sickness.
The employee had a panel of STD tests performed a few days later, which came back positive for herpes simplex virus 1, something she had never previously tested positive for, according to the complaint. Testing on Diaz revealed he was positive for the same virus, as well as chlamydia.
Got him. Mm-hmm. I said the clap.
April Fools. You have one that's uncurable.
Then Ice-T like, how does work? You just put your dick in there? What?
Wait, so if they ingest the same liquids?
Wait,
They get the same diseases?
wait.
Yeah.
But you mean it's a greater risk over time? Like you just kept drinking the nasty water over and over again until you put a sting operation on your desk?
Dum, 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 dum.
One had to be semen.
Yeah, for sure.
I mean, it's not all going to come out in your urine, right?
But I just feel like that's logistically a hard thing to do, to get into a bottle. Are you putting bottle to skin and then
But you would just assume...
doing the deed, or you got to do the deed and then into the bottle? Then you got to be all like,
Clean up the
That's
all
very
like
goopy.
into the thing like,
I can't control where that goes.
yeah. So that's just not a scenario that's going to work out.
Not a marksman.
Exactly. Yeah. It's people very skilled in that field, but not me.
Oddly enough, after drinking the water, he was given a raise by his employer. So whatever that means.
Damn.
It means this.
Oh,
Whoa.
boner patrol. I think.
Well,
what else?
that's depressing and weird.
Yeah, I don't know. It's. I mean, as somebody who would never pee in anything,
You've never peed in
I peed in a lot of things, and yeah,
driving.
About Nathan Lane.
I've peed in Nathan Lane. Allegedly.
Allegedly.
It was his restaurant. I didn't want to be rude.
Yeah.
Of course.
Just give it to me.
In my mouth.
Just use me as a toy.
I'm definitely in driving. Figure out.
Oh no, I've peed in a thing while driving. No, I've peed in a 40 bottle and tried to get my friend's girlfriend to drink it.
Oh, so you're right on the same level.
Oh
as,
yeah. Well, it wasn't just my pee. It was like four.
Carla's owner here. What is his
And
name?
right when she was about a third down is when we were like, "Hey, that's all piss."
wait a
Grandpa's
second.
cough medicine.
But fortunately, St. Ides tasted a lot like piss.
Damn, that's weird.
Man, one time
almost
I
on
had
purpose.
like just come out of the movies and had been drinking like a extra big Mr. Pibb because I would dig it out of the trash. I was telling you that, AMC used to do this thing where you could dig. I'm not even going to explain it on here.
Well, that wasn't their rule.
You could get refills if you brought the canister back and then throw it out, and you would go into the
You'd get a
trash
fresh
and
one.
you'd get a fresh one, and then they would throw it out. You're not drinking from the same container.
Exactly. That's it. So it's just a way to get
It's not
free
as trashy
drinks.
as you were thinking.
Yes. Thank you, Garrett. So you drink it all down, you leave. Okay. I get stuck in traffic. And then I'm like, oh my God, I gotta pee.
How does this work?
I know. Tell me about it. And so I took the cup, this big cup, like this big, and I just like kind of pulled over like to the side of the road. But there's still cars all around me that can definitely see me. And I'm just like putting it down, and peeing in it. I pee so much it fills it up to the brim, and then it's overflowing out,
Oh,
and I
no.
just have piss everywhere all over me, a cup full of piss, and the people in the car next to me are just like, no.
So you stop the car. Anytime I've pissed, because if
It
I'm
was
going to stop the
It was
car,
stop and go traffic.
Did you?
Oh, okay.
Did you drink it pinky up?
I didn't feel fancy and drank it pinky down.
Oh well, that's. What was yours?
I've peed driving, because obviously if I'm going to stop off, I might as well stop off at a gas station and pee inside. But I'm trying to save time, so I don't stop, and I just
I pull over.
whip it out. It's not hard.
I'm so
you
jealous.
You got to set up. You got to set it up, because you can't just get something like this, because this is too difficult. All right, that's a small target, right? So you got to get one of those flat.
The Gatorade?
The Gatorades with the wider mouth.
Yeah.
That's how you do it.
If my son's had to pee on the way to concerts, especially when you're in line to get in,
Oh yeah.
that's why I bring a Gatorade.
Yeah, it's just smart, just good.
It's got a good wide berth.
Yeah, I need a big mouth on that thing.
Yeah.
You know, to catch all of it. But the like you said, like you just did, the danger is the overflow.
I didn't
You
think
know,
it was
and
going
it's
to be that
hard to
much.
squeeze that thing off if it's getting too high.
You can't,
if you
especially
drive
if you're like been holding it forever, which I was. Like it was like my
screwed.
muscles were giving out. Now I carry a funnel for that reason.
Just
My,
on you at all times. Like
Like in the
person.
car.
My brother filled a Gatorade bottle to the top, like one of those thermos ones, and threw it out the window of the bus, and it shattered a guy's windshield.
Oh no.
I'm not kidding.
Did they stop the car?
Yeah. They stopped. He
got him.
arrested and we had to pay for it.
Nice.
Me
Yeah.
and my friend Tucker used to like get drinks in college and take all the ice out. Don't have any ice in it. Just put water in it. And he was like quarterback in his high school football team. So he'd get on like the passenger side of my car. And you know when you're at a light and you're turning left, like with an arrow,
Right.
and a car across the streets, you're going like that. And he would get out of the car and he'd be like to them, like, I'm going to throw. And it didn't do anything to the car. It's water. It just makes your windshield wet. That's it.
The urine?
It's not urine. It's just water
Well, yeah.
with no ice, nothing. But it was just funny for us to be like, you're getting it. And them being like, no,
Don't
no.
do it.
And we do it. We got chased down so many fucking times. And it's just like, it
People-
didn't do anything to your car.
People don't like their cars getting hit with stuff.
Oh, no.
We were doing that with BBs.
See, that's
Dangerous.
That's much worse.
No, I realize now, but at the time it was pretty funny.
I could see that.
It was funny.
It was fun.
We went over the top one time when we did it with a potato from the potato shack I worked at.
That will do.
It was like, okay, well, we've crossed the line now.
What did it look like though? Did it like?
It's
You know, I
it
imagine-
smacked. Like it looked awful. We were
Oh,
like,
yeah.
fuck, go.
I thought you were gonna say awesome.
I mean, it was
It
awesome.
kind of sounded cool.
I used to
it was
have a
cool.
dummy called Mr. Highway.
Oh.
No, I'm kidding. It's from The Good Son with Macaulay Culkin and Elijah Wood.
And Elijah Wood, little Frodo.
Yeah,
Little
a little Frodo and a Free Willy.
Yeah. You mean you gotta use your hands? What's that from?
Free Willy?
No. Back to the Future 2 with Elijah Wood.
Oh,
He's using a little arcade gun thing, and they're like, they don't know how to use it.
it is Elijah
Forgot
Wood.
he's in that.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. I forget too.
And Seth Green.
Yes.
Is that him?
Yeah, that's him and Seth Green.
No way. Really?
There's been
they're the same
accusations
actor.
with him, though.
What?
That's
Seth
what I've
Green?
heard, yeah.
I don't like
Allegedly.
that. I don't like that. It's come to the point because we were talking about Joe last week, Joe Gatto, and then Murr came out over the weekend. There was some shenanigans with Murr, one of the other Impractical Jokers.
Oh, okay.
My kids at this point, because I talk about it at the house, my kids at this point were talking about an actor, and then my son was like, has he done anything weird? Like he's expecting me to be like, is he a pedophile?
That's crazy.
It's like, I just want to make sure.
So, yes.
That's the world we live in now.
So it's Joe, Murr, and Frankincense who are all in trouble?
Bro, that's
Take that, Murr.
yeah. Nobody
We got
wanted you
you.
anyways.
Yeah, boom. That's impractical.
No, he's the bald one. He's the bald one.
Aren't they? No. I've never really watched.
He's the one that looks like a pedophile.
Well, you're not narrowing it.
Dang it.
It looks
He's
like
white.
a chipmunk. Chipmunk.
Yes.
I've honestly never watched
A
it.
weasel or something.
I've watched like 8 seconds of one episode, and I was like, "This is not for me." Which I'm happy. Look, if somebody's innocent, which I think he is,
Hopefully he's innocent.
I think it's terrible to do.
Yeah, it's messed up.
I don't think you should assault people, even if it's decently.
Yeah.
Man, that's a brave stance to make.
Listen, I know.
Glad you're doing it.
I know that I'm going out on a limb and risking my career, but I don't think you should assault women.
Good people.
Well, women. Trans women.
Only.
Yes, you can assault women,
Okay.
but you shouldn't assault trans women.
Yeah, because they've got a hook on them. You know,
They
will fuck you up.
Make you a real sword swallower.
Yeah.
There's somebody in the country right now paying for that.
To swallow swords.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, they do it at the Renaissance Fair.
That's exactly what I
Yeah.
mean. And in parts of Miami.
Yep.
End of the world. What a weird episode.
That was a good one. I
liked
enjoyed it. The hors d'oeuvre conversation. All right, not enough people talk about hors d'oeuvres on this network.
They don't, and they are one. You know what's a good hors d'oeuvre?
What was that?
You guys filibustering?
Is there a gas leak in here? For real. It's dry. It's a dry hors d'oeuvre, but if you got a drink nearby, you take a piece of like the little pita breads.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
You put a Triscuit in it.
Okay.
You put cheddar on the Triscuit. You close it like a sandwich. And it is a symphony of dryness that just works.
Symphony of dryness. That just works. That's what my husband says about me.
That's how you're introduced to the party. Yes. This whole symphony of dryness.
Look, man.
You do get drier when you get older, and that's just there.
After a baby, yeah.
Just all around.
But my elbows, it's like I'm a pit bull that's left in the yard. Just got to cover them in various creams.
Yeah.
You know?
It's just drying out.
It gets ashy.
It's getting like a husk.
I'm like, what happened? It's like,
You cry more as
Yeah,
you get
is that
older.
what it is?
I think that's
Oh,
you lose
it's
the
all the
moisture.
sad-
that
Oh,
way.
yeah. Because you cry alone.
Yeah.
You wait
You
till
forget about
everybody-
those alone tears.
You forget to replenish.
Yes, everybody thinks you're going to touch yourself when they go to the grocery store, but you're really just crying in the bathroom
Yeah.
and looking.
What are you doing in there?
Crying.
You know what I'm doing.
I'm masturbating.
It's my turn.
I hate my life. Well, hurry up.
We all hate our lives, okay?
Everybody does.
Hurry it up.
Everybody looks and compares.
I like my life.
I'm just
Do you?
kidding. I do like my life too. It's pretty good.
Well, good for both of you. I'm not takesy backsies.
I wasn't lying.
I don't dislike life.
That's good.
I'm just fine with it.
Yeah. I think that's progress.
Yeah.
That is progress.
That's
actually.
good. Yeah, that's really
It
good.
is. I've gone off my meds.
Really? And it's working?
I'm feeling
feeling
better.
good?
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
They felt that because I was on them for so long and they had no effect, at least in the sense of the one thing they were used for.
They were supposed to be doing.
Yeah.
Antipsychotics.
Yeah. Pretty much.
Turns out to be a wash. Go ahead and stop taking.
Yeah. Turns out I'm just even.
That's good.
Even Steve.
Yep. Sleeping's harder. The voices. Anyway, Hooters restaurant. I'm Angela.
What?
You work there, right?
I did.
I just want everyone to know.
Thank you.
Hooters restaurants. Sorry.
I almost brought a picture, but I was like,
why not?
"Oh, I might put it in.
That's what she
Look at me
said.
10 years ago.
Yeah, look at this.
Go ahead, Sabahn.
It's nothing wrong with working wherever you work. I'm just. It's,
Yeah, I'm more
Just gotta
ashamed
work
of
in it.
this.
Is
this
there
job.
a gas leak?
Oh
Probably.
yeah. Is there a gas leak?
You smell toast?
I smell nickels. That's
blood.
because I've been smelling nickels all day. I think my stomach just made yet another noise.
It's saying, hey, wrap this show up.
Let's get going. I have to make some slop.
What
Hooters
about-
restaurant.
Restart.
What about Hooters?
Hooters restaurant says that they are here to stay as the original owners take back the property.
That's right. Mm-hmm. They were going to go under.
By now they're thinking of making a male version. What do you think that restaurant should be named?
Slightly tainted.
Oh, well,
Obviously.
There was a real version of this, and it was called Tallywhackers in Dallas. I just want to point that out.
it was?
Yes.
Yeah, there was.
Legitimately.
Oh, that's disgusting.
But my vote is Long Dong Silver.
Ooh.
Conspiracy theory on that.
I'm going to say penis cobblers.
That's a very good one.
That's good.
Uncle John's bathroom feeder.
There we go.
Dick's
Another
Only
good
Resort.
Ooh.
one. The Dangler.
Banana hammocks?
Yes.
Apple
Rube
balls?
my Tuesday.
Rub
Run
my
my tooth.
Well, thank you all for joining in. We like to give you the news with a side of comedy.
And hors d'oeuvres.
And hors d'oeuvre opinions.
Ours is an hors d'oeuvre to the other programs
Yes.
on this network. Thank you all for tuning in. We hope you have a wonderful weekend. And
Buy Dave's book.
bye, Dave.
Yeah.
And come see us Friday and Saturday.
This weekend.
Yeah.
This
at your
weekend.
show.
The book.
Hyenas in Dallas, guys. Come on. No one knows who I am anymore.
What the heck?
Come inflate Dave's ego on Friday and Saturday night. Please.
Gas him up. Come on.
I'll have my book. You don't even have to buy it.
Just look
You
at
should.
it and think about
That
it.
was very
Walk
Nathan
past.
Lane. You don't even have to buy it.
It.
Oh, my face is a toilet. Good night.
See you next Tuesday.